Okay, I'm gonna try this again. I just recorded 15 minutes of video and my camera crashed and didn't save any of it. So, hi, hello YouTube. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. Normally my videos kind of have a point. Usually I'm like reviewing something or doing a tutorial, how-to something. But today I just wanted to talk about some stuff that I really like. And that thing is Fire Emblem Three Houses. You might have noticed if you've seen the last few of my videos that this beautiful thing has been sitting up there in the backdrop of my videos. And it's seriously such a good game. Besides the game, I also have up here this painting of Claude and Byleth, the main character, that I just added up there because I didn't know where else to put it, and it's there now. But seriously, Fire Emblem Three Houses is such a good game. If you don't know about me, I really love role-playing games. I've played the last 3 Fire Emblems, and this is absolutely my favorite out of all of them I've played so far. I also really like most things by BioWare. I really like the entire Dragon Age series and Mass Effect and all of those games. I guess so you can actually see it. So Fire Emblem Three Houses perfectly hits that love right on the head, being a perfect role-playing type of game. I'm going to try to talk about the game without giving any spoilers because I don't want to say here's all the things that happen. I want to say here's some things I like about it so you guys will go play the game yourself because it's such a good game and I can't recommend it highly enough. So basically in Fire Emblem Three Houses you play as the main character Byleth, but you can rename them to whatever you want their name to actually be. My first playthrough I put it as Aethel, my name I use online, and since then I've just left it as Byleth because I'm lazy and I'm really bad at coming up with character names. Now this character is a mercenary and you get kind of thrust into the position of being a professor at Garrigmach Monastery, which is this fancy like church but also school where a lot of like nobility but also some commoners, but lots of students are there to learn to be like knights and stuff like that. It definitely does not make sense at the beginning why they're putting this random child in the position of being a teacher, but once you get to the end game that kind of it makes sense why this has happened, why you're there. Once you become the teacher you get to choose between the 3 houses, which is where the name comes from. Here they are at the top of the box. Claude is my favorite. My first playthrough was Golden Deer. I'm playing through Blue Lions right now, and after that I'm going to play through Black Eagles in the Church route because there's 4 ways to play this game, at least so far. I'm not sure if the future DLC will add more paths or anything like that. I hope so because that'd be really cool. But even though I haven't played through all of the other paths yet, Claude is still my favorite of the house leaders, and I think Golden Deer is probably going to stay my favorite out of all the paths. If you couldn't tell by me having painted him back there, I'll take that down so you can actually see it. Yay, there they are. So a fun thing is that I actually used to go to like art school, be a art-focused thing, art-focused major, and I had a really bad experience and I stopped doing art completely for years. And this game has inspired me so much that I've started drawing again and doing paintings and so much stuff. This is inspired by the tea time event that you can do in the game, where you take a student or a person out to tea and you talk with them, and at the end, if you get a perfect tea time, you can have this like extended time where you just kind of like look at them weirdly, like you just like zoom in on their faces and you're like... So this is my idea of what is happening when you're zooming in on them. So besides art, like drawing, sketching, painting, all of those things that I've been getting into again, inspired entirely by this game. I've been drawing the characters so much. I've also started writing a lot, which is something entirely new to me. Because after I did art schooling, I went into a history degree, and most of the writing I've done has been like analytical, like reporting type of things. I don't really do a lot of fiction writing, and I was really inspired by a lot of things in Fire Emblem, and I wanted to see like more of the characters talking and more between things of the story. So I started writing fan fiction, which is crazy, and I'm not going to share it here at all because I'm still very embarrassed by it, but I did that. She did that. It was me. She is me. I've also been very, very inspired for cosplay things, of course. I have so many plans of different characters that I'm going to be cosplaying soon, especially at Katsucon next year. If any of you guys will be there, let me know, because I will for sure have at least one Fire Emblem cosplay, if not more, by then. The characters that I'm thinking of cosplaying is, first of all, Flame. She is the younger sister of Sedith, who is my favorite character in the whole game. And she's so precious and so cute and so happy and pure, and I will do anything to give Flame the fish that she craves. I also just today did a cosplay test of Marianne. She is a student in the Golden Deer house. She is a healer, magic user, and I think both her and Bernadetta are some characters that I really relate to because they're both very like quiet, reclusive type of characters, which is very relatable to me. I also really want to cosplay the main character, the female version, Violet. If you look here on the box, you can see you can choose if you want to play a male or a female. There they are, and here are some of the students. My game is not in there because it's inside the Switch because I'm still playing it again. I got this wig and I tried it on and I feel like Rhea. I kind of tried to do a Rhea inspired look for this video, but now that I have this on, I'm like, should I add Rhea to my cosplay list also? Am I just going to cosplay every character in this game? Who knows? Maybe. Besides just inspiring me creatively a lot, I've also been very inspired to like talk to people. I sometimes have a hard time making friends in fandoms because I don't really reach out and talk to people much. A lot of times I'll just sit there and I'll like people's posts and not say anything or comment or talk to people at all. But like, this game is so good, I just want to like scream off of a rooftop about it, which I have been doing with my Twitter page. I'm so sorry to the people that followed me on Twitter because I used to only really use it to post cosplay stuff and updates. Like if I upload a video here, I'll post about it on Twitter, but I like didn't really use Twitter at all. And now with like, first with the Arcana fandom and now with Fire Emblem, I've just been there all the time talking with these fandoms, sharing memes, sharing art, talking to people, and it's just like my entire feed now is Fire Emblem, and it's so good. Like I said earlier, Sedith is my favorite character. Besides him, I also really like Claude, but Sedith is my number one. He's so good. I can't really say much about the reasons why I like him without saying spoilers, which is hard because he's such a good character and there's so much to love about him. But when you first meet him, you're like that kombucha girl meme, like, well, that was like the first impression for Sedith. But I just totally, completely fell in love with this character. So like, besides just my entire Twitter being Fire Emblem in general, it's also especially a lot of Sedith stuff on there all the time. Also, speaking of the Fire Emblem fandom, Claude's voice actor, I think his last name is Joe Ziza? I don't know how you say his last name. But he's very involved with the fandom, and to a lesser level, so is Mark Whitten, Sedith's voice actor. They've both done a lot of stuff with the fandom online. And Joe, Claude's voice actor, also has a Twitch stream where he's been playing through Fire Emblem. He's playing a female protagonist and he named her Claudia, and he's planning to romance Claude by the end of the game. So it's a perfect match made in heaven. But he's so funny, and I love seeing the way that the voice actors of this game have really reached out and become a part of the fandom. They all share art of their characters and joke on Twitter, and like they joke as if they are the character sometimes, It's just so funny and so pure. The music in this game is so good. When I got to the final battle for the Golden Deer route, the last chapter boss fight of the entire, like, last fight of the game, I had my headphones on and I had to put the Switch down and just like stop and listen to it for a second, because the music track on that battle was so good that it was like making me very emotional, especially with like the culmination of build up of the entire story leading up to this. It was like my heart. It was so good. If you guys would like a peek, I definitely suggest searching on YouTube to find some of the music. Nintendo takes down the music for this game like very fast because copyright. So a lot of people have been uploading it under different names, like this is not insert name of song track here, stuff like that. But definitely go check out some of that music if you would like to get a taste of some of the game. I also really like, because I've played some previous Fire Emblem games, I really like the addition of the monastery in this game and how you can like walk around and see the characters and do activities like fishing and gardening and all that other stuff. It makes the world feel a lot bigger and a lot more real, because in some of the old games it was like you're just kind of going battle to battle and you don't have that break time between things, and I think it really rounds out the game having both like the battles and the like downtime, relaxing, fluffy moments around the monastery of just like talking to people and having fun and having food with them and tea parties and stuff. Oh, I just want to scream. This game is so good. If you guys have a Switch or a Switch Lite, which I think those just came out, but some way to play Switch games, I highly recommend picking up Fire Emblem Three Houses, because I think I know it is my favorite video game of this year entirely. It's so good. I think that's all I really can say right now without spoiling stuff and just going in. Maybe I'll make another video talking about Fire Emblem with spoilers in it for those of you who have completed the game. But also, like, if you've played the game, why are you watching my video telling you to go play the game? Just go do it and play it again. Especially since there's 4 routes, so there's 4 different ways you can play it. The first half of the game for all of the routes is pretty much the same. You're just like being the teacher at the monastery. Things are a little bit different depending on what characters you have and stuff, but mostly it's the same storyline. Then you get to this event that happens that I'm not gonna say what it is, but this huge thing happens, and then there's a time skip of 5 years later. You return to it and like, here's where things are now, and all of them have completely different like ways that things can go after that point. So I'm really excited to finish through my second playthrough and then play the other routes and see what happens in all of those. I'm sure like in every route you're gonna get like different favorites and different parts that you love, but I don't think for me anything will top that Golden Deer family. They're so good. I love the Golden Deer so much. Oh, also, this entire fandom has so many memes, so many good memes. There was this hashtag going around called Redraw Regan, which is Claude's last name, Claude Von Regan, and he's redrawing memes or situations from like stuff, from like shows and stuff, with Claude and the Golden Deer students, and I love those all so much. They're all so funny. There's also the Sedith Says memes where, so Sedith gives you a lot of quests in the game around the monastery, and you go talk to him and he pops up and he's like, I have something to ask of you, and he says the quest, and people started like taking those little snippets and changing the text to be different things. And then Mark Whitten, Sedith's voice actor, went onto Twitter and started like recording a bunch of them in Sedith's voice. One of the best ones was him saying that him and Flane were stuck in the McDonald's play place and they needed help to get out, and they haven't even eaten their meals yet. Oh, it's just so good. They're so funny. Oh, it's so good. Everything is so good. Okay, so like I said, if you will be at Katsucon, let me know, because I will definitely, at the very least, be cosplaying Flame there. That's the first cosplay that I'm going to have completed, most likely, because I'm having it commissioned. and there's like a bunch of other cosplayers that I've been talking to that are all planning to like eventually meet up and all be Fire Emblem characters together. If you'd like to scream some more about Fire Emblem, particularly the Golden Deer or Setith, be sure to go check out my Twitter page because I'm filling it up with Fire Emblem stuff right now. There's no escape. And if you guys would like to see me talk more about like video games and stuff like that, let me know. If you have started the game already or already playing it or whatever, let me know which house you chose and why. Why did you choose them? Why didn't you choose Golden Deer? Honestly, best house. Fear the deer with the deer antlers. Thank you guys for stopping in for this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!